if you want to be set apart from the masses and you want to elevate to a higher level that most people don't ever achieve, you have to do different things. You have to do things that the majority of people don't do, because if you're doing what the majority of people do, then you're just going to be average. That is literally the definition of average. However, if you're doing the things that most people are afraid to do, like you're starting a YouTube channel, you're approaching the woman when you find her attractive, you're starting that business, you're doing the things that people are so afraid to do, you're starting conversation with strangers, you're not afraid of that communication, right? If you are doing these things, you're going to set yourself apart. And then after you've done that, it is your duty to elevate the people around you. And if you try and try and try to elevate the people around you and they just don't want to come up, they just want to stay at the level that they're at, you can love them from a distance. But at some point, it will drag you down to have people in your life who are not at your level. Because if you guys started off at the same level, right? And you've elevated to a higher level and they're down here, it's like it's like a rubber band is wrapped around you guys, and it's the more you try to pull away from it and you push and you push and you try to elevate to a higher level, the people beneath you will continue to pull you down. So once you become that rare person who gets over his fears, does not let fear control him, takes control of his mind, and does whatever it takes when it needs to be done, regardless of how he feels, even if your body is tired, your body is wrecked, but you have a mission to do. When you become that man, you elevate the other people around you. The other day, I injured my foot, but I still had to work and I could have just taken the day off. But even though I was in a lot of pain, I control my mind. I don't let my mind tell me when I can and can't stop. I control my mind. If I take an ice bath, if I go to the gym, if I wake up and I don't feel like waking up, I control my mind. And that's going to make you a rare person, because the most thing that people do is they lack control of their own mind. And that's what makes you rare if you can control your mind, because that's how you're going to elevate to a higher level, and that's how you're going to influence the people above you, the people on, at a lower level than you, around you, to rise up. Why? Because you've gained control of your mind, meaning you've gained consciousness. Because the people who don't have control over their mind, they're not conscious. They're doing things and they're just living in this almost like the sunken place and get out, because every day they know what they could be achieving, but they don't do it. They know they could lose the weight, but they don't do it. They know they could go up to that girl and talk to that girl, but they don't do it. They know they could start a YouTube channel, but they're too scared. That is lacking control over your mind. So first you must free your mind. First, you must learn to gain control of your mind and do the things regardless of how you feel, regardless of if you're scared, regardless of if you're nervous, regardless of if you're feeling discouraged. Learn to control your mind. Understand that you are not your body, you are not your mind, you are your soul. And your soul is what controls your body and controls your mind. The only way I'm speaking right now is because I'm telling my brain to say words. If I don't tell my brain to say words, then most likely I'm either choosing not to or I'm unconscious, meaning I'm sleeping, right? Something that you can't control. But if you are conscious, meaning you know what you're doing, you're consciously making a decision, then you have control over your mind, because almost everything that you do throughout the day is conscious decisions. There's a lot of things that you do subconsciously, you're just on autopilot, but for the most part, you have to consciously tell your brain to do something. So it's not about how you feel, right? Because if you're sitting down and you have to charge your phone and your phone's about to die, what do? You tell your brain, get up, stand up from wherever you're at. Then you tell your brain, go look for the charger. And then you tell your brain, go grab the charger, go plug it in, Go grab the cable and plug it into the phone. You're consciously telling your brain what to do. So if you can do that for something as small as that, then you can do it for anything else. Any hard goal, any difficult goal that you have, anything. You could tell your mind, let's do this, and you do it. And you do it exactly like that. The thing is, people overcomplicate it and they make it harder in their mind than it actually is. It's not as hard as you think. A lot of people don't diet. A lot of people lack discipline because they think it's a lot harder. They're telling themselves that. They're telling themselves it's harder when it really is more simple than you think. You simply just have to tell your mind what to do. And after a while, after a long period of time, when you've elevated yourself and you've become a whole different person, like I said, you're going to become someone completely brand new. The people around you are going to have to get to know you again. If they haven't talked to you in months or years, they're going to have to get to know you again because you've elevated yourself. And now it's time for you to elevate those around you. So try your hardest to elevate the people around you. But if they can't come up, then you must continue with or without them. All right? Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out.